From the deep, dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikodas, Tabbytha, and Grebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to play the game, or in this case, record the game.
I'm Tabitha, that was Nikodas, and here is Grebog.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you, Endeavor Game On, for the raid. I appreciate this. We're just getting rolling. For those that are new here and do not know us, well, one, you're right here, Nikodas and Tabbytha. I'm Grebog. And here, let's do a shout out. I don't know if there's anyone not here from Endeavor's side, but if there are, go check out Endeavor Game On. If I can type correctly. But yes, so we are Fleet Action Report. We record live our episodes and we put them up onto YouTube. So I guess let's get things started. Computer run program Fleet Action Report episode 242 Demorecord 2 more demo more record. If you want to support us, obviously being here is support enough. And you know, or if you like, you could follow and you'll know when we're going live next. Or subscribing, that helps us out. Some of us have a problem of trying to collect all the ships. I don't know anyone. There's no mirror around me, so I can't see anyone that does such or thinks that such ways. But
That's a very nice. Well, technically.
well, technically, I can't see them. And if you don't want to give Twitch money, we also have a coffee link. You can buy us a cup of coffee over at ko-fi.com/GREBOG. All right.
Oh, I love me a good lens flare.
Well, okay, Tabby, how's your week been? What have you been up to?
My week's been pretty good. I've been doing more school with the photography and the web art and design. Those are going very well. I'm continuing to impress muchly my teachers with my my photography teacher literally said I've got a great eye for light and framing. So I'm very, very happy there. Other than that, I've been continuing to play a ton of Valheim. I just built a really cool boat dock, and then I started building another boat dock elsewhere, and I built a cool circular fortress, and so that's been fun. And currently, I'm building an archery range as well. So those are kind of my projects there. And I'm also currently munching on some pizza.
I've seen your screenshots from Valheim. Makes me want to play, but I have so many games and not enough time. But yeah. And thank you, Sick Nate, for the follow.
What about you, Nikodas?
School. I finished my first term. It's the first 8 weeks, half a semester. I passed both of my classes with A's. I get a week off now, and then I'm right back at it for the next 8 weeks. And that's going to be harder. I'm taking 2 more classes than what I did this time around. So we'll see how that goes. But it's taken up a lot of time. Actually, tomorrow is the first day in 8 weeks that I haven't, had tests to do or homework or studying or something to do. So I get a day of rest, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. Should be interesting. As far as gaming goes, most of my free gaming time has been taken up with STO. Although I still have not developed the army of lobies that I've made to the point that I wish they were. I've actually been considering downsizing that army of alts as well. But then I'm like, if I do, I'm just going to remake them at some point in time anyway, so I might as well keep them. So we'll see how that goes. The only other games that I've really played, I did a little bit with Mario and Luigi Brotherhood. I passed a couple different stages. So I'm further in the game, but I'm still not far into it. And
Far.
Or,
see what I did there? What else have I done? Yeah, that's really it, I guess. I haven't even been on WoW in like ages. Canceled my Final Fantasy subscription. Canceled my SWTOR subscription. Yeah. And been watching some movies and TV shows in my downtime. That's really been it. School's taken a lot, and this next term is going to be even worse. So we'll see how things go. Is that everybody? That's everybody, right?
no, you forgot Tabby 37 and Tabby 463.
I mean, technically, I haven't said what my week's been, but you know, it's
Okay, I will pass the torch back to Grebog then. Odd thing though, Tabby, 463 was my old EMS number.
and
Cool.
37's the random number I like to use when so I play World of Warcraft and people make jokes about, like, the healers make jokes that we're only bars. So a lot of us use details, which is a combat meter in game, and in there you can set a nickname, and I named myself Bar 37.
Nice. All right, so Grebog, how has your week been?
It's been all right, pretty good. Healing up from injuring myself. I'm mostly back to par or normal. I mean, I didn't get too far off from my normal, so you know. Apparently, knowing how to do a parachute landing fall helps out. I went skydiving in my history, and that can save you when you trip and fall, apparently. But outside of that, let's see here. Playing WoW, new content drop there. We got to go into the new raid Tuesday, and we got fairly far into the raid. Haha, he. Though it is such a wide open raid instance, you're literally in the undermined city, and you can go pretty much anywhere, inside buildings and all. And keeping my raid team, like, so I'm a tank. I'm supposed to be setting the direction of where we're going, and like me and my tank partner, we basically are supposed to be kind of getting us to point A, from point A to point B. Well, with this being such a wide open sprawl of a raid instance, it's like herding cats. These mofos just go everywhere. Oh, I see a a loot thing over here, and they just start running at it, not caring what's going around them. And yeah, morning, goofball. But I have been enjoying the new boss like designs that they put into the raid. One of them's kind of a bit goofy. The tank, the current tank, and you DPS get turned into you're rolling around a trash ball pickup thing, and you have to pick up enough trash balls to make your ball big enough to then run into a bomb to destroy it or do damage to the boss, depending upon what you hit. That's interesting. But yeah, there's some other mechanics that are kind of funny and whatnot, and I think they did a pretty good job with the raid, making it unique. Outside of WoW, because this is not WoW, I've been playing a fair amount of STO, doing a lot of testing on things, mainly for the next week's episode. I've shared with a handful of people my keybind files and alias file, so that way if they want to test things, they can do such, or if they want to go in and edit things and make it their own, they can do that as well. Yeah. So for those that don't know, alias file is something that we can do with STO. It allows you to do a little bit more fancy keybind magic, and next week we will get into that and what all you can do and the fun that you can have there. Yeah. It's not macros. It's not writing a program. Like you know, there's still one press of a button, one action. So yeah. So next week, yeah, come back next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, and we'll be covering keybinds and the magic of keybinds. And yes, yes, there's a program out there. We'll dip into all that. I've been doing a lot of this by hand. Type. All right. So, Nikodas, you want to cover the honor?
Yes, I do. So we had a death in the Star Trek family today, I believe it was. So we're going to take a moment to honor the fallen. Robert Bob, in quotes, Orci, I think is how you would say that, ORCI. He was a writer for all 3 Kelvin universe Star Trek movies to date, and he passed away. I saw the notice early this morning, so it's possible it was last night or early this morning. So let's take a moment here, a moment of silence for Bob Orci. Thank you for showing respect there. It is greatly appreciated. We can move on to this week in STO then. They announced that the post-anniversary bundle will release next Tuesday on 3/11/2025. They also said that they are not going to give us an information blog prior to that release. It is going to release on the same day. That's their standard now. That's the way they're going to do these things going forward. I'm not really sure why Decca has decided to make that change.
Technically, Orticus said that's always been the standard. Why are we thinking differently, essentially?
Yeah, but it's not. Like, they used to give us
I know
a week's warning.
They would tease us for a week, fluff us up until we exploded onto the bundle and bought it.
I mean, we used to get the blog post. We would get a launch video that showed off new ships, and all that would come before launches. So I don't know what Borticus is going on about. So I don't know. But anyway, that's what they said. So there we go.
Bonus mark events now until March 8th. Earn 50% more marks from all content that rewards marks. Obviously not the silly, well, like the boxes from the recruits, but you know, anything that gives you a marks package it from doing daily content will get you more marks. And then obviously here I was like, I'll do this because Tabby's going to be talking a lot here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a lot, so y'all get yours in.
The 15th anniversary is still ongoing. You have until March 14th to get your completions, to get the Garrett. It's the Garrett Command Alliance Dreadnought. It is a pretty good ship. I would highly recommend picking it up. It can be turned into an amazing tank if done properly. Ask Kenobi. He's actually someone, I believe, or Nick and B was one, well, they both probably have a good tank build on them. But I just saw Kenobi's name in chat, so you know. But so you can get 2 points from doing the new mission. I encourage people to run that mission once, at least once. It will take you a good amount of time. Even skipping through things, it will take you a good amount of time. I'd say 35 minutes, even skipping content. Or you can do the TFO Royal Flush or of Wolf 539. That I can't talk. Battle of Wolf 359 and the Borg Battle Royale. Or you can do for 1 point the patrols out of control or unwanted guests, or you can do the Omega Particle Stabilization. Do note the Omega Particle Stabilization allows you to get the Party Popper. Also, there are the special emotes if you have not unlocked them on your account. And yes, they are account wide. You only have to do them once. You get a bunch of more emotes. Now for our primary target. And
Primary target
means there you go, Tabby. You're the main screen. So yes, tonight we are talking about Demorecord and the magic of Demorecord. Because yeah.
Let me get these notes up onto a better screen. That way I can see all three. All right, so I know some of y'all already know what Demorecord is, but for those of you who do not, what is it? So what Demorecord does is it creates a text file of all the actions of everything that goes on around you while it's running. So once you hit the command Demorecord start, the game starts logging everything that happens to you and around you into a text file until you press stop or you change maps. Now, what do you do with this text file? So there's a PC, there's a command line that you can put in the STO like program launcher that will open the text file. Or for simplicity, there's a little app that you can get called STO Demorecord Launcher, which you see on my screen here, and that gives you a ton of extra tools and different abilities, much more than you can get just from the running it from the command line. Now,
Can I break in for just a second, Tabby?
Sure.
I meant to say this before you get started. The last time we did a video about Demorecord, some of the online sites that I advertise to, like Facebook and whatnot, complained that we were talking about a third-party program, which is against the user agreement for STO. I just wanted to point out that Demorecord is built into STO. Everybody has it. It is not a third-party program. Now, the program that Tabby is talking about is a third-party program, but it is something you use outside of STO. It has nothing to do with the game. It does not read your game files. All it reads is the Demorecord file that you save when you activate Demorecord. So it's not affecting the game. Therefore, it does not break the user agreement.
Yes.
You can go ahead.
What you see on the screen right here, this is built into the game. It's part of the game. It's a function of the game engine. You're not using anything third party and using it. So you're fine. It's launching an online version of these an offline version of the Star Trek Online client. It's Star Trek Offline. All right. So thank you for that, Nikodas.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So how do you start it? Well, in the game, when you're in the game, just you hit enter to open up a chat box, and you type /Demorecord DEMORECORD. And if you wanted to give it a particular name, you can type the name. Otherwise, it'll just create a file with the current date and time. And when you're done, you just hit /demorecordstop. All one word, no spaces. Now, where does that Demorecord file go? I will show you. Here it is. and pretty much it goes into your Star Trek Online. Don't worry about that path. There's some wonkiness going on in my directories I'm trying to figure out. But Star Trek Online, live, demos, and then you'll see, as you can see, I've got a metric hecton going on here. That's because I do a lot of screenshot art. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Mind your own directories. So what do you do once you have all these demo? Actually, let me open up one just so you can see it. This is what a demo file looks like. All these little bits and bobs moving around in your game on your screen. This is what it boils down to, just strings of text. Exciting, isn't it? All of our years of effort just kind of reduced to lines of text and numbers. Okay, so you've got all that. Now what? So either you from the command line or with STO Demorecord Launcher, you get into this screen where I'm at right now. Well, you can actually let me restart it. And pretty much it starts playing back from the moment you hit the demo record button. It just starts playing back everything. And then if you want to stop it at any point, you just hit the space bar. And bam, it freezes. You can press F2 to unlock the camera. And then A and D, pan the camera. W and S, zoom the camera in and out. If you hold down right click and move your mouse, it rotates the camera. And then the Z and space, lift the camera up and down. Now, the frustrating thing is that when the camera is locked, the space bar pauses and unpauses. Well, actually, when the camera is locked, the space bar pauses. When the camera is unlocked, the space bar raises the camera. Obviously, this leads to some embarrassing situations, like when you've got the camera exactly where you want it, and you just need to nudge it, and you've accidentally pressed the F2 key, and you unpause it. But yeah, you can pan, tilt, and zoom, get some amazing angles on your ship. Some nice crazy close-ups. Dramatic with a planet in the background. Like that. And a couple of good commands to keep in mind. There's two main commands that you're going to use. One is field of view, FOV. Now, field of view is basically kind of like the angle which your camera is seeing. You can go from FOV 20, which is like a really narrow angle of view, where you're really just seeing. It restricts your camera. It's good for like really tight in shots. That's like just your ship and whatever behind it, and it allows you to do those like really good depth of field shots. And then, but if you've got if you've got like a thing like behind your ship, so you want to make sure is in frame. very, very dramatic. And if you want to do something more wide angle and panoramic, you can go to like a field of view 90, which is really wide angle, panoramic. It really spreads everything out, kind of like a fisheye. Looks really weird, but sometimes that's what you're going for. The default field of view is 55. By the way, to get where you can enter the commands, you hit the tilde key, which is a little dash beside to the left of the 1 on your keyboard. And the other command you're going to want to use is when you get ready to save the screenshots, if you want something nice and high resolution, there's a command called render scale. Now, render scale is pretty much tells the game to render the graphics at a multiple of your screen resolution. So if your screen resolution is 1280 by 1024, your render scale is at default 1, so it's rendering everything at 1280 by 1024. But if you put in like render scale 2, it's going to render everything at double your screen resolution. So if you output a screenshot, then it'll give you a 2560 by 2048 screenshot. If you do render scale 3, it'll give you a 3840 by 2160 screenshot, which for the record, 3840 by 2160 is the smaller end of what is considered 4K or UHD. So that gives you some really nice high res files, but you're also going to want to make sure that you have a really good computer hardware before you start going to 3, because it's pretty taxing on computers. So unless you got beefy hardware, maybe stick with a 1 or a 2. So when you get ready, so you've got your angle, you've got your render scale set. Now you need to take your screenshot. You open up your command. Okay, okay. Open up your command window, and then simply screenshot. Now you have 2 different options for your screenshot, and that is just your regular screenshot command. That will put it in what's called a TGA format. And that's a nice, good, high resolution format, lossless, and it includes the transparency. So like, if you've hidden any layers, which I'll go over in a moment, then it'll be nice. Then it'll keep those hidden and transparent. But like if you've got like background, like particle effects, those can get lost and kind of fade out. Like if there's a skybox, it'll tend to just kind of lose the skybox. So if you're taking a screenshot of like an environment and you want to save it as a TGA, you're going to want to maybe do a JPEG as well. How do you do a JPEG? Well, you do screenshot _ JPG, and that'll save it as a JPEG. So if I'm doing it like an environment screenshot, I'll have it lined up. And let's say, and then I'll go ahead and do screenshot and then file name, enter. And then without moving anything, I'll just do screenshot _ JPG and then the file name. And then pretty much I can go in and see what is missing and kind of use like layering and stuff like that, and put it all together in like Photoshop. And if you need to restart. Like, let's say you scrolled past the point that you want because you accidentally hit the space bar and move past the point by trying to move your camera. You can just hit demo restart, demo_restart. Usually it'll auto complete it for you. If you do quit, it'll exit out. And some basic things on. Oh, also your arrow keys affect the speed. The right arrow key speeds it up. Left arrow key slows it down. So if you click the camera path editor right up here, then it'll open up this panel. All this stuff on the bottom and all this stuff on the lower right, the lower 2/3 on the right, don't worry about it. We'll cover that in a future episode, maybe. I haven't even figured that all out. The stuff we're worried about is right here. You can toggle the special effects on and off. You can toggle the ships on and off. The world, you can toggle it on and off. Terrain, the skybox, and what I usually end up doing. So you can just save the entire image just like this if you want, or if you're decent at Photoshop or what your image editor of choice, you can toggle each layer on and off and export each image individually and then composite them in Photoshop later, which incidentally is what I'm doing here. And that's what I'm doing here. I've got multiple layers going on, and I'm editing the layers all separately, and I'm compositing them together, and I'm doing the details and the colors and everything. And all this also works for ground too. So I'll go ahead and show you the Demorecord launcher window. So let's see, ground one. Here we go. See. So here's your Demorecord launcher. That opens up the file. That opens up the directory where all the demos are. That button there does a refresh. That starts the playback. You can start it back with or without the user interface. And then you've got a number of other controls here. You can open up the screenshots folder from here. Bam, just like that. And then you can got a number of tools here. Replace costumes. I haven't figured out exactly how to do that one, but I haven't played around with that one a lot. But the another one you're gonna the interesting one here is filters. You can remove the notifications, and most importantly, you can remove effects. You can remove these shield facings. You can remove all the different like plasma storms. You can remove most, like 90% of the special effects. That way, like all the stuff that's cluttering up your screenshot, like if you want to see your ship firing the phasers, but you don't want to see all the other phasers in it. Well, or you can usually remove a bunch of the other nonsense. Um, like the aura effects, level up, like the fighter level ups, scan cones, attack pattern alpha, like when you get to like those weird like wave effects on your ship whenever you activate one of your bridge officer abilities, you can get rid of those. Just a ton of stuff that you can get rid of, and we'll have several of the most common ones to get rid of in the show notes that we share. But you can go through and get rid of the effects, and you play it. But let's see. Let me. Okay, there's a ground one right there.
We should warn everybody that these files are pretty big to start with.
Not terribly. Like okay, I've got one that's 384 megabytes, but usually like 21 megabytes. Like all these demos.
As long as the demo, the record is not super long. So like missions, I would recommend breaking them up. If you're going to do an entire mission in Demorecord, I recommend starting and at a certain point stopping, and then starting and stopping. Like essentially anytime you change the map would probably be a great recommendation.
Yeah, I've got 56 demo records at 1.5 gigabytes. But yeah, here's a but yeah, here I am on Earth Space Dock. So you can get some like a cool, if you want to do like a profile pic with your captain. Go somewhere where you want your take a picture of your captain. Start up Demorecord. Put your put your character through like poses and dances and stuff like that. And then play back the Demorecord file and hit the pause button when they're doing the pose that you want. And then output the screenshot, and bam, you got a profile pic, of course. And also, you can just kind of just kind of zoom around. You don't even have to get your do one of your captain if you want, like just kind of a cool screenshot of Earth space dock from an angle that you wouldn't normally be able to get.
So how do you?
What?
I thought you were supposed to be able to like free roam around the shots in Demorecord to zoom in and out and stuff.
You can.
Okay, how?
Like,
Are you in Demorecord
you
right
have to
now?
you have
I
to
am.
Hit F2
press,
to stop the camera from being bound to its current position.
That's what I was looking for.
yeah, you have to pause it and then hit F2 to unlock the camera.
Yeah, there it goes. Okay. That's what I was trying to do. Thank you.
But yeah, like you can like come up here where your character can't usually go, and like let's do like field of view 20. See, look at that shot. See that would be a great one too, right there. Now, doing especially on ground maps, layers. The layers are especially tricky for what they consider world and terrain and sky. So it's kind of hit and miss. But like I could take all the characters out of there. And then boom, we just have a shot of Earth space dock. And some floating weapons. Because the weapons are considered effects. So we just have a bunch of weapons floating around. Nothing to see here.
You can also typically go through walls and things that you you can't get through in game. So like you can go to other locations that yeah, off the map, so to speak.
Oh yeah, like out here into the in the main Bay Area. Let's take a look at this shuttle. Wait, where the
I think your captain might be just a hair bit too far away from it to be able to see some of that.
yeah, let's go back to wow. Oh my. Okay, let's
Hit F2 again.
yeah. Okay.
Your captain may be just a hair bit too far for the render of the ships.
Yup.
Or do you have them hidden because characters are hidden?
Oh yes. There we go. See? The ships are characters too.
I mean, they've been trying to tell us that for a while.
But yeah, we can go out into the space dock area. Actually, this would be
Thank you for the follow, Doc Jude. I will warn you, you may not want to see some of the ship registry name or well, numbers, and because while that says 1701F, does it actually say it's the Enterprise back there? Because I know.
nope. It says Starship on it.
Yeah, so there's sometimes a little bit they got some details, but they didn't put in a certain details. Some of the ships were just named like USS Object, I noticed.
Yeah, that one down there is also named Starship. No, all of those are under the fleet headed by Admiral Jefferson.
Can you
Yeah.
guys remind me real quick, how do I remove specific things from the FX?
You have to do that before you launch. Pretty much, if you go into if you right click the file in demo launcher, hit filter, remove
Oh,
FX.
okay.
Yeah, you got to
Gotcha.
do it before you launch.
Which is unfortunate because that means you can't see what you're removing until after you launch.
Yup. I wish that shuttle was slightly different.
So if I remember correctly, when you do the filtering, you might want to have a copy of the demo record file before you do it, because I believe at some point it will want to save it before you launch, which means if you maybe took out an effect or something that you thought was needed to come out and you realize that's not what you wanted out, you would have to find a way to go back.
Yeah, generally it's a good idea to like back up a demo record file before you start messing with it.
Gotcha. Thank you for reminding me how to do that. It's been a good long time since I messed with Demorecord.
Oh, what better time than on our show about Demorecord?
Well, yeah, I was really excited for this episode because I kind of want to get back into it. I've got lots of new ships that I don't have any pictures of, including my Odyssey, which is what I'm flying around in right now and still is my favorite ship design in the game.
Odyssey is pretty amazing.
A trick I learned, I know Tabby talked about the render scale. I typically like to go through the file, find the shot that I want, and then I up the render scale before because if you start going around like letting it do the playback and trying to get the angle that you want first, it makes it a little, depending upon your computer, could be a bit laggy.
Yeah, and no, that's a good tip that I should have noted in the render scale section of yeah, don't up the render scale until you're ready to take your picture, and after you've taken your pictures, reduce it back down. Your computer will thank you.
Now, is that something you can change within Demorecord?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, the command is just render scale in Demorecord.
Okay. I saw your notes. I just wasn't sure if that was something you had to do outside of it like you do with the filters.
Nope. Right, let's see if the shuttle is somewhere different at the beginning of. Yes. Oh no, that's a
That's
different
a
shuttle.
different.
Even better. Oh, this is going to be picture worthy.
I was like, unfortunately, that you got that wall that you're not supposed to see normally, that it's just not there.
Yeah, I know. See if I angle it right. I should make that transparent so I can account for that wall.
Or, yeah, make it. Well, get the shot without hide everything but the ships. Get the ships, then get the proper, then hide the ships and get the proper angle of the backdrop, and then you could put them
Oh
into
yeah.
a different backdrop with the actual art that they have on the interior there.
Yes. Good idea. Good idea.
That is one of the things I love about like being able to save specific layers.
So let's see. If I wanted to. I think that's my shot right there. Go a little bit lower because I want to a little bit clearer on the registry. We can't see Starship anywhere because that's unfortunate. Okay, so I'll do render scale 2. I would normally do 3, but because we're live, I don't want to. Actually, hang on. All right, so I'm going to hide the background.
Oh, did it get rid of the shuttle too out of the with the background?
Oh no! See, oh,
That's unfortunate.
see, you're going to run into some wonky things. All right, do y'all want to blow something up?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
That highly annoyed me, and I suddenly want to blow something up.
What did you have in mind?
I don't know.
Anything, everything?
We can do the daily.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Are you both going to be here Monday?
Yes.
Is there a reason to not be here Monday?
Well, no, not necessarily, but um, I thought it might be fun if we all flew the new ship during our fun night.
Oh.
Sure. I've been having fun with the new ship.
Well, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that too, but we can do that off air.
If you want, I can grab one of our spreadsheets that we do ship builds with and slap in my build.
Well, if you do see that, there we go. I'll just talk to you now then. I was going to ask if you wanted to do a build episode highlighting the build on that ship.
Well, I'll have to give. I got a lot of the build for this ship that I'm running from Nick and B, because he put together a tank build and I kind of liked it. I wanted to test it out, so it's not my own, but it's as close as, well, it's also not exactly his either because I don't have all of the starships that he does. I'm missing some of the lockbox ships for some reason. It's like I just don't care enough about the game to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on lockboxes. And
What? You are not a true fan. How dare you?
That was not the right way to word that.
I am not a true fan. Actually, he probably doesn't spend. I don't think he plays a lot of the exchange market and buys a lot of his ships through EC methods. If I understand things correctly.
Did you guys get the flashy?
It is
Yeah,
Blinky.
mine's blinking.
Okay. The blinky is going.
We own.
Wait. So, if people are following Thomas Marone on Blue Sky, which I recommend, he's been putting information about the game out on his Blue Sky account. So, ships that might be coming, saying things like, "Oh, hey, the players of STO might be seeing this very soon." One of which was a shot from Picard with the on the Titan A, the 3 ships. It had the 3 variants of the Titan in the like their models on the wall, and one of them was a Shangri-La class. Wait. And the comment was, "We will be seeing one of these real soon."
Oh yeah, that was the leak that made everybody think the Shangri-La is going to be in the post-anniversary bundle.
Yes.
All right, so we've got 2 Odysseys, the Alliance Dreadnought,
The Terran Carrier.
There's all kinds of, yeah. there's all kinds of speculations on what will or will not be in the bundle.
Oh, I love fire at will in this TFO, dude. Okay, I guess I'm going this way today.
Well, someone came with me, it looks like.
Where'd you go?
I went to Delta. Oh, Tabby's with me.
Yup.
I went and saved the ships while Tabby took on the cube.
I'm in my full tanky glory.
All right, I need to have that threatening stance.
I should have gone with you guys. You're both
Oh wait,
tanks.
are we both doing the tank thing?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Not that tanks, you know, can't get a DPS too. You guys do just fine.
Like, I just took out two groups of ships that were harassing the Undine ships.
The tactical cube at Beta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter.
I'm over at Zeta. I'm gonna rescue the 3 ships over here. Oh, and there go my clones of the Enterprise. It's another Enterprise.
And another one. And another one.
We are grateful.
Okay. Check the map, see where people are.
Destroy the emitter.
Going after the Decahedron over here.
I'm gonna go towards Upsilon.
Upsilon.
Just because I'm not sure that they're rescuing ships. I know Nikodas is. And I can... Oh,
The octahedron at Zeta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter.
Okay. You said you're going to Epsilon?
yeah.
I'll go to Iota. Oh,
I'm at
Tabby's over
Iota,
it.
there's nothing happening.
Well, we're still missing 5 ships that need to be rescued, so...
Well, I see 2 over by Epsilon.
An Undine ship has been rescued. We are grateful.
Oh, we lost one. Over at Iota. It looks like they didn't rescue one of them over here. Or maybe 2 of them.
I saw someone over there with the ship, so I thought they had it.
They did not. We lost 2 of them. That's okay.
A number of cubes
We'll
have
do better
arrived
next
at
time.
complex Gamma. Destroy them.
Alright, Empress.
So since I'm using Baul weapons, I'm curious if when this is the fusion cube, does this bounce inside between all the other cubes?
Rage. The cube has gone inert.
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't.
We're both using the Baul weapons. This is great.
Well, I mean, tanking, you know, that they are kind of the
The go-to?
go-to. Because they hit all the things, and to get threat, you need to hit all the things.
Target's shields have failed.
Well, that was fun.
I have a feeling this is going to go quick.
Your defenses are insufficient. You will be assimilated.
Probably going to die in less time than it took to fuse.
mean, we still have to fly around it to get to the backside, so. And it has tractor beams and stuff, so, you know.
Yeah, but with me and Grebog fielding the bouncing beams,
Well, this side's done.
These sections must be shut down individually.
Half of them are already gone, and he's just now telling us what to do.
Left shields failing. Four shields failing.
We must leave the area.
Shields failing. Right shield
It's fine.
left shields failing.
It's a fusion cube. It's so threatening and scary.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed about that. Alright, so Monday night will be having fun night. And then Thursday, are you ready for yours, or shall we do
Yeah.
the build?
Keybinds, yo.
Okay, Keybinds. Keybinds on Thursday.
I have people that have been like, once they found out I've been working on keybinds and to explain things, that they've been really eager and interested. So
All right, sounds like a plan. And as always, I will see everyone out there.
have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
stick around. We will be raiding somebody. I don't know who yet, but yeah. All right.
I'm looking to see who is on.
Live long and prosper. Computer. End program.